afternoon, everyone. We're joined by Huntsville City FC Managing Director of Business Operations, Chad Emerson, as well as Huntsville City FC Head Coach Chris O'Neill. Chad, I'll start with you. 2024 in the books. Can you talk a little bit about the successes from the club from a business perspective in 2024 and what you look forward to most in 2025?
Yeah, it was a great year, 2024, for our fans. I think Huntsville is embracing the team more than ever. Every year, more and more fans are coming out, more group sales are coming out, great merchandise. People really enjoy coming out and watching the boys in blue. So we were excited about 2024. 2025, though, more excited than ever. I mean, we are going to really lean into the guest experience. We want to be best in class. We want, when you come to Wicks Family Field to watch Huntsville City Football Club, you leave with a great memory with friends, with family, great soccer memory, probably a great goal, right? But it's really, really important that Huntsville knows that this is more than a soccer match. This is an opportunity to gather with friends, to gather with the community, and really enjoy the beautiful game and a beautiful facility. So we're super excited about 2025.
Coach, I'll turn to you now. 4 players announced to return for 2025: Patrick Amar, Kessie Koulibaly, Jordan Knight, and Ethan O'Brien. Talk a little bit about what those 4 bring to your squad as you look for your first full season in charge of the boys in blue.
Yeah, I think excited to actually get a lot of those guys back. I think most of them missed large portions of the year due to injury, so excited to get them back fully healthy and see how they can impact the group. Obviously, a couple of them have played a little bit more as well, and we know what they can bring, and we feel they're fantastic additions to what we hope to have in terms of what a roster looks like for 2025.
In your time in your 9 games in charge, you won 5 of those 9 games. How do you build off the success you guys started having at the end of last year into 2025?
Yeah, I think it's continuing the standards that we left off with for that year, and looking to improve on it, and not getting complacent, and kind of keeping that consistency of a high level performance as kind of our bottom level, and seeing if we can continue to grow throughout the course of the season.
What are your vision and your goals for the club for next season?
I think it kind of goes in line with what Chad was talking about, and we want to provide a fun experience where the game is fun to watch. That we're competitive, and we're fighting for opportunities at the end of the year. Have those games really mean something, and hopefully we play beyond just the regular season.
With that, I'm going to open it up for questions. Valère, do you have anything you want to ask Chad or Coach?
Yeah, a question for both, and you can answer it, separately. But I'm just curious what's the sort of process that you're working with in terms of involving the academy and Nashville SC and Huntsville, and how it all flows, both on the business side and on the pitch, and how involved are you with BJ Callahan, Mike Jacobs, and Ian Ayre from those sides?
Yeah, so I'll speak from the soccer perspective. I'm heavily involved in both the Nashville side and as well as with the academy side. So we've been, attending all of their home games that they've had throughout the course of this year since it started up, since I've been here. We're really working hard as a complete club to try and get real alignment with the way that the academy is playing, so there's a direct filter and direct flow into what we're doing, and then vice versa. The same thing is that flow continues from what we're doing into what the first team is doing. So our players are ready, they're experienced, and when they earn opportunities, they're ready to take advantage of them. BJ has been very open with me. We have a very good relationship. I've been in and around. I'm sure if you know or not, but they've been training for the past month, and I've been involved in trainings with them, so kind of learning a little bit more in depth in terms of what the game model looks like, and that's also the same for the academy as well. They're a little bit closer in proximity, so we have opportunities there to get aligned and joined and have open communication. So I would say that's constant, and that's something that's going to continue to go forward.
Yeah, I think from early on, we've used the phrase, we're Nashville's second team, but Huntsville's first team, but we're all part of the same soccer family. And I think the Space Cowboy match we had in September was a really good example of that, the new tradition we started where you had academy players, you had NSC players, HCFC players, all on the same pitch together. And I think that's what's really great about this model is there's vertical integration all the way from the U13s, U14s down there, all the way up to the senior team. And everyone communicates and works well together. And I think that's part of the secret sauce for the whole NSC, HCFC, and Goldmine Academy process.
Valeri, is there anything else you would like to ask?
Yeah, just one more question for Coach. You mentioned the academy there, and we saw, I guess this year, 2024, more involvement for academy players than we saw in the past. I guess in terms of Huntsville, is the plan to depend more on that sort of the gold mine, if you would, to bring in more talent for Huntsville, or will we still see a mix of all sorts of different mechanisms to build this roster?
It's an interesting question, and I think, over the course of time, you hope that it gets to a point where the gold mine is able to produce the right caliber players that are able to come in. I'm not saying that they're not right now, but I think for where we are and what the ambitions of what Huntsville wants to do, we're also in a situation where if those players are ready and if they can earn it and they deserve to be on the field, then by all means we're gonna, that's my goal. I would love to give opportunity for young talent, but at the same time we have objectives that we also want to hit and we want to achieve. So I think it'll be more of a balanced roster in the sense of we have a little bit of experience, whether it be from other markets, internationally in this country as well, the collegiate game. We're wanting to create the right environment that we can hopefully provide the right type of product for the people of Huntsville.
If no one has anything else to ask, that will conclude today's media availability. Thank you guys so much for coming this afternoon.